Here at Hornady, we are incredibly proud of the Bore Driver FTX muzzleloader bullet system. Now, I had the opportunity to use that system in Kansas this year with Midwest Whitetail Adventures. We got a muzzleloader in, the Traditions Buckstalker, which is a really affordable but highly accurate platform. We got a scope mounted up, zeroed, took it to the range for some further validation. We gave it a cleaning, and then we headed down to Kansas in September. Kansas most certainly did not disappoint with the number of deer we saw. In the early morning hours and the late evening hours, we were seeing plenty of does and some immature bucks. The hunting was good. We were seeing deer, seeing plenty of cattle as well. We just couldn't put a bore driver to work on this trip. We had one buck come in, kind of borderline. He was a little on the small side. We got a really good chance to look at him, and after some careful consideration, he just was not in that age class that we were looking for. So we logged that trip with some good times, some good memories, but unfortunately, an unnotched tag. Kansas provides a unique opportunity. If you are unsuccessful with your muzzleloader tag in September, you can go back during the rifle season in December with your muzzleloading equipment. So, back in December, we head back down to Kansas. This time the weather was much cooler. And just like our previous hunt, Kansas did not disappoint with the number of deer that we saw. The deer were on their feet during daylight hours, really trying to hit the feed and put on some much needed calories in mass going into that winter. And to say that the anticipation was high would be an understatement. We were seeing plenty of deer, plenty of bucks, and it was just going to take one to make one mistake to give us the opportunity. So this December hunt was another week-long trip, and it came down to the last day and the last evening. We had about a dozen deer between 30 and maybe 100 yards in front of us feeding in this clearing. And as the sun began to set, we saw 3 does and some headgear coming through the trees. Now those 3 does immediately fed out into the clearing, and the buck hung up on the edge of the timber. He gave us plenty of opportunity to really look at him, and he was most certainly in that caliber of what we were looking for. Now at this point, I thought this is where the hunt is going to end, because he hung up right on the edge of the timber, and it seemed like he was going to wait for that sun to set before he stepped out. However, he fed right out into the clearing, and he gave us an opportunity at 102 yards. I had a steady rest, and I was confident in the accuracy and the terminal performance of the Bore Driver FTX. After the smoke cleared, we gave him about 30 minutes. We slipped out of the stand and went to the spot where he had entered the timber and immediately found some blood. Now it was getting dark, so we made the decision to back out, head back to camp. We gave him about an hour and a half. We got some guys, we got some flashlights, and we made our way back to where he entered the timber. Very quickly, once he entered that timber, we picked up lots of good blood, and we trailed him for about 40 yards, and there he was, a quick expiration, and he didn't make it far.
Holy cow!
Golly!
That is a stud right there, buddy.
Wow! Look at all this
Yeah.
on the bottom.
Yeah, right there. Look at that thing. A big old Roman nose.
There's that so great.
Oh yeah.
That's a good deal.
Wow.
Good job, dude.
That is friggin' cool.
That bullet did the work on him too now.
So we had him field dressed, and we took him back to camp to put in the cooler. That next day we processed him, and we really took a hard look at the terminal performance of the Bore Driver FTX. Now this was a behind the shoulder shot. We got both lungs and an exit hole. The terminal performance was devastating. It provided a great blood trail, and a very clean and quick kill. All in all, we could not be happier with our 2021 Kansas muzzleloader hunt. We faced our share of challenges in September, but we persevered, we got back out there in the field, and we were able to get it done on a mature Kansas whitetail in December. The accuracy and the terminal performance that we experienced is exactly what we expected with the Bore Driver FTX.